Everybody, welcome back to another video. Today will be a bit different as today I'm gonna make my first origami video. You might not know I like origami, but actually I do. I have a lot of jets in my display case, but yeah. So today I'm gonna show you all how to make the CFA 50 Garuda, which is a fictional fighter jet designed by me. Don't really have a model to show you it, but if you know how to fold this plane, which is the Titan by used Alex. If you know how to fold this plane, then you will definitely know how to fold this plane because the base is the same, roughly the same, and like this will probably take you like 16 minutes or 17 or 20, so it's not gonna be too long. Alright, let's start. I'm using a 21 by 21 centimeter sheet of paper. You can use something else, such as like 15 centimeters if you're already good at folding this. So yeah, fold the diagonal here, crease the diagonal first. Then you're gonna, also this camera angle might be a bit bad because like the tripod's in the way of my hand, so it's gonna be quite hard to fold precisely, so don't mind if I kind of get it out of frame or anything or make it look bad, because this is a bit hard with this angle I made, because I forgot to date what my tripod, the smaller one. So basically just fold this right like that, and then just fold this tip to that tip. So I'm just gonna explain, make sure I'm gonna explain so y'all, you guys get it. Make sure you understand, precise. Make sure you like this. So I'm gonna open this up. No, we're just gonna rotate this and just fold this edge, the corner, and line it up. Make sure it lines up nice and well. Like that. And you're gonna fold this. Here, this is a pre-crease for a squash fold. Okay, there we go, squash fold. Sorry if it goes out of frame or if you hear background noise or anything. And if you can't really see the paper, I'll close it up. So it's basically like that. If you don't know how to make the base, just watch used Alex's video on how to make Titan. Just make like this roughly, like until the base is formed. So basically now we're just gonna open this, and we're gonna, along this line, we're gonna valley fold, yeah. And then we're gonna push along this tip. We're gonna put your finger in it, push and lay it flat. Make sure the tip here lands on that tip. By the way, this paper's from Japan, so I thought it would be good for origami, but there's a lot of prints on it that honestly look not bad. I feel kind of bad folding it, but if you guys can't see it properly, that's my fault. Just tell me in the comments if you want me to make one with like printer paper or something. So yeah, so do that. Make sure it's aligned, and then you can fold this up along this tip and that tip. It should be the wing, so make careful not to rip. Careful not to rip, and make sure it's aligned. It's not too aligned. Hold on. Sorry I've been posting, really. Had a lot of schoolwork, tests. Alright, now that we've got like this, I'm gonna basically fold this tip, so this edge there along that line. Just mount and fold it. That's not good. It's gonna get out of frame sometimes because this camera angle is just really So like that. That's not the most perfect, but I'm not the best, you know. But at least I get it done. So if you want to know what the base looks like, it basically looks like this. I'm gonna fold it until this. That might look hard for now, but I'm gonna show you step by step the hard steps. This is not the most perfect one ever, but oh well. Okay, continuing on, moving on. We're going to fold this tip. We're gonna flip it back, and we're gonna fold this tip along these creases here. You can see that tip. We're gonna imagine a line there, and basically just fold along this tip here, this tip. Yeah, and make sure it lines up along that vertical line. Yeah, like that. And then flip it back. Make sure the layers don't slip. I'm also gonna go a bit faster now because I don't want to waste time because it's already a bit like dark out right now. It's like 5 o'clock p.m. 5 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna just speed up. So yeah, we're gonna fold along this crease here. Not also gonna the basic folds. I'm not gonna explain much. I'm gonna repeat that on the other side. Because these are just basic folds that all of you should know. If you so basically now just doing that, I'm gonna flip it back here. I'm gonna fold it to that edge. Keep on the other side. If your tip is ripped or something like this, don't mind that. I mean, it's not, you're not always gonna get it perfect. I mean, even I was folded origami jets for like 2 years, or wait, no, a year, I guess, yeah. So now you're gonna open up this and then grab out this there and pop it out. And then you're gonna open this and squash that. You can pre-crease it, but it's actually already pre-creased. Basically from the folds just now. Oh, sorry. We're gonna pre-crease for petal fold, and then it's gonna come up to a bit of a hard part. It's a bit, well, actually it's really easy once you think about it, but so yeah, basically petal fold this in. So it's actually really easy once you think about it. It's just maybe some of you are scared to get the paper mixed up and then you don't know how to reflip it. So I'm going to show you very carefully. Make sure you tighten this up so you remember, like over and over and over. Alright, so 48 minutes. Open up here. We're going to open this all. We're going to open this all, and then we're going to pull out this paper and then basically pop it there. Okay, now the paper should look like this, and now we have this, right? It should be like this, but for this you're going to push along this. You're going to push along that. If you use a grid paper, a good paper, you can use easily, and it'll basically collapse kind of like this. And if you look in front, you'll actually see like a shape forming, something like this in front. And if you do that, if you get that, you're gonna collapse everything on it. And actually Alex actually tells you to first sink this in, and you actually don't want to do that because it helps, you can just keep it out if you like, or you can sink it in. But I actually haven't made a model with it sinking in, so yeah. So sometimes I'm gonna forget to explain folds like now, and sorry about that. So basically, you're gonna push along the already made upper creases from that, and you're basically gonna look like a crane but without the head. And there's the wings and the triangle in the crane, the basic suru, Japanese suru. Yeah, basically just do that. Push it down. And we're gonna open up this and squash it down. And you might see that your paper actually ripped, and you might know that by like these white spots. That means the paper is like quite weak, and you might see some light through them. See, and that's actually fine. That's actually fine. So don't worry about that. Now we're going to fold this. This is something like one of the first folds. You just from like this, you fold along that tip and that tip. And then you're going to now fold the wings, which are inverted. If you see the thumbnail well, yeah, there should be a thumbnail. I don't know if I added thumbnail. Sometimes I'm just lazy to add thumbnail. So basically, just fold along that line. Yeah, and then we're just gonna fold one wing first, and that's first gonna start by reverse folding this. Then we're just gonna repeat that. Yeah, repeat that. And we're gonna fold along that center line, just kind of like a paper plane, like the basic paper plane. Repeat on the other side. Yeah. Already 12 minutes. Wow, time flies. So okay, now this is gonna be a bit harder. You have this line, and you also have this line, this edge here, this here. Now we're actually going to fold this to where this line intersects with that point. You're not gonna push it down. Don't push it down. So you're basically gonna fold from this point here, this point, right there. You're gonna line it up. Make sure this point is this point right here, not this one point. No, it's here. Make sure it lines up with this line, while it just lands on the point where this line intersects with this edge. So just do that. It actually should not slip, but it's actually slipping, so that's kind of bad. If it doesn't intersect, that's okay. So from that, don't push it down. They're basically gonna just fold this forward until so you see this line here and this line here, this line, and you're going to fold from this point, and you're going to make it parallel or perpendicular. Yeah, you're just gonna fold it parallel to this line here, like that, and then you basically get an angle. There's actually no other reference point. Yeah, there's basically no other reference point than that. Crease it down hard. And now I'm just gonna pause the video for a sec, and then so I can hold on this part. Alright, there you go. Just gonna do that to save time, but that's basically me repeating the same step, which is making this line parallel to this line, this bottom edge. Okay. Then you're going to open this up. Then you're going to make the color changed wing, and you're going to push along that, so that crease here, this crease, the valley fold here is going to turn into a mountain fold, and you're gonna reverse it to the pocket, and that actually also locks the wing together. And yeah, do that. If your model does not look like the one in the thumbnail, then you can just rewatch the video or something. And so anyways, you're just going to open this flap and inside reverse fold. Basically until actually there's no reference point. I can see. Well, you can, I guess, fold along this crease here, this crease. Make sure this line lines up with that crease. You can do that, but it doesn't really match up. So basically, just try and aim it up until this line here, this line is basically matching the edge on the bottom. And crease it down hard. Now I'm going to repeat that on the other side, just like that. Show it to you. So it looks like that, basically, the wings, and those are the inverted wings. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to pull out this trapped paper here, there. Then from the I'm gonna open this and pull out the trapped paper. And there's going to be two lines. This line here, and this line. You're gonna fold on the more inner one, which is this line, not this line, but this line. So you're gonna fold along that. Here there should be some kind of interference, but just don't mind that. And basically squash fold this. There's going to be a bit of an interference here. Either it rips here, or like as you can see, it's not the most perfect laying out, you know, because it might rip. Like as you can see, that ripped. Let me focus. As you can see, it ripped right there. That's not really important or whatsoever, but well, I mean that's that. I mean, yeah. Well, then you're gonna fold this up along the edges point there, and basically fold this to that point. And this is a can art. I'm basically holding a can art, and then you're gonna open this up and fold along these creases. Oh, flatten this up. Okay, and then squash fold the top. I tried to make a design an Aaron tip with this paper, but it turned out really small. Actually, it's just not my best can art design, which is just basically just pulling this out. outside reverse folding this and just making it into a triangle, you know? So when you look at it like this, it's basically a triangle. And I don't know why I keep saying basically, but I guess that's that. And just actually an outside reverse fold as much as you like. Yeah. I'm not really good at making or designing jets. I'm better at watching people fold them and then folding them. Oh, first try, let's go. Yeah, but that's that, I guess. I'm actually gonna show you the features at the end, so stay tuned for that. And then just free up this trapped paper, and then refold the creases. This is really bad. This is a really bad model, though. Like, yeah. If you guys think this model is bad, just don't watch this video. Okay? Yeah, and then basically do that. It might not always be perfect. The canards might slip along this edge. I've actually done it once, so you actually basically just reposition the canards and whatnot until you get it decent enough like that. So now we have the color changed landing gear. Now we're gonna fold this up as far as it goes without lifting any papers or making it just fold, which is basically along this point to that point. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah. Right. So now we're gonna fold the color change cockpit, which you can see, we probably can see from the thumbnail, which I may or may have not added. I don't know. So yeah, basically fold this up and pedal fold it. Pedal fold it, yeah. It's been a long time since I've made a talking video where I talk. You might have forgotten my voice, or maybe my voice has changed or something. Yeah, basically do that, fold it up. And we're gonna see these lines, these creases which point out to this point here. I'm gonna try and highlight this crease. Then you're gonna basically fold this edge to land. Make sure the layers don't slip to land right on those points. And it's not the most perfect folding, but all those origami masters out there who are watching, please don't judge me. I can do way better than this. Anyways, we're gonna reverse that fold, and we're gonna fold it up. And this is basically a judgment fold to how big you want the cockpit to be. And I want it to be like this much. So I'm gonna fold it that much. And then, now this is a bit tricky. This is a trick I learned from folding this model. Hold on. This model, which is the Jason Merrill's SR71, very badly folded. I haven't shaped and or done much with this model, but I did successfully folded it to look somewhat like the SR71. So basically, this is the same process. I think if I remember correctly, is the same process to the cockpit. And yeah, so credit to Jason Merrill for that fold. And I'll probably show you guys, like showcase my other folds and whatever. This video is really long. Now I'm gonna continue folding, and if you fold it the SR21, this will be a piece of cake. And basically, you might want to pre-crease that by folding this edge to that center line, and basically fold it till the point you folded it, valley folded it, yeah. So the lowest point crease that you can find from there, and you're gonna open it like this, and then you're going to refold that crease. And while you do that, this might rip. Hey guys, this might rip. So I'm just gonna warning you. Basically, how you do it is you kind of do that, and then since you squash it at the end, it color changes. So what you're doing is basically from this, you're folding this layer out, and that wants to come out, but since you're folding this already up, it's actually not going to come out, and it's going to stay flat like that. I'm just going to repeat that on this side, like that. There we go. I'm going to lie this flat. Now we're going to start to basically jet fold it, and it's not the best jet fold in the world. So basically, you're fold from as far as you can go, which is roughly the starting here, to not the edge, but like basically until this point is stretched out, but not ripped. Okay, don't rip the paper. Please, I recommend you all not to rip your paper. Like, try your hardest to not rip the paper, because if you do, you'll be very sad in the end. You have a feeling of guilt that you haven't folded the model perfectly, and that's quite harsh, but it's actually true if you think about it, and I've experienced it a lot. I'm gonna fold along this edge. I'm gonna fold this entire piece here, fold it along that edge and crease down. You don't have to do it too hard, just make sure it's creased down so we can easily do this next fold, which is to jet fold the model. And there we have it, the Garuda jet folded. Yes, and now let's get the landing gear out of the way for a sec. It's actually really like the nose shaping, but yeah, it's actually your opinion. So yeah, now we're gonna fold the wings up, which I think I should have done before we jet folded, but who cares? As long as the model gets done, and I'm tired. Yes, now we're gonna just basically open it back, and yeah, we'll open it back into the step, and we're going to hold on. I've actually done this fold very well, so we're actually gonna fold this up from the bottommost point you can get till the edge, which is the jet fold there. This is to make the back landing gears. Fold the squash fold, I mean. Pedal fold. This might get off screen. I think it's going off screen. Yep. But you guys know, you guys understand, right? So squash fold those two in, and then we're gonna fold this to the back. We're gonna look at this, and we're going to fold this front and basically try and just rabbit ear fold it immediately like that. Make sure the paper doesn't rip though. Rabbit ear fold that. This is 30 minutes long. Wow, impressive. Longest video ever, y'all. Nice. And we're gonna repeat this step on the other side. Now that you've got both of them rabbit ear fold, reject fold the model, and you're not gonna basically just like squish everything together because this model is not really good at locking. You're going to just basically let everything loose, and it honestly looks good like that. So get the landing gears like this. So make sure the white side or whatever the white side of the paper is facing this way. So when you see it like this, it's oh wow, it's color change. Wow, yeah, that basically that. Now I'm just gonna fold the front landing gear, which is right here, which you can just match up the height basically by first folding that. Basically try and make it stand and see if it lands nicely. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now I'm gonna straighten everything first, and then I'm gonna come back to you. So there we go. So it's gonna look like this. It's not the best looking jet in the world, but it's good. And now to fold the afterburners, which you might have not seen in the thumbnail, but it exists. And it basically comes from, hold on, I'm gonna grab pencil. Okay, I meant pen. Pen, that was what I could find. And don't judge me, don't judge my pencil finding skills and whatever. And we're gonna open this pocket and open not this pocket but this pocket, which is you're going to kind of round it out. Try and round it out by using your pen, which does not fit, and who cares, get that off screen. I can do it without that anyways. So what you're doing is basically trying to squash fold it, but it's not a complete squash fold. And that's it. You might not be able to see it, but that's that. Yeah, just repeat on this side. And now those are your afterburners. So there's two of them now. And now we're just gonna fold this bit, a judgment fold again. Basically how much you want it going. Inside reverse fold. And this is the, whoa, why is this so hard? Hold on. Inside reverse fold. Repeat. I'm just gonna guess how much it is. If you want it accurate, you can just fold it in half and check. But well, shape and everything. Make sure the landing gears are straight and make sure it stands well. Make sure the wings don't touch the ground when you put it on the ground. Make sure it's open like this because it does not want to actually lock in. And so it's basically kind of flat, but I enjoy that. And that's it for the Garuda. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna tell you the features. Two afterburners, retractable landing gear, which you can retract by just doing this on reverse folding this, and basically just unfold the rabbit ear fold. If it still kind of pops out, I don't know what to do. You can hide it under this. That locks it, and Yeah, that works honestly. Wow. Yeah, that works well. Yeah. It has inverted wings. There's a canards, color change cockpit, and color change afterburners. So yeah.